Welcome back to our conversation with ACE State House reporters Katie Lannan and Matt Murphy. So we were talking about sports betting. Senate President Karen Spilka has made it clear she hates the idea, didn't support the casino bill when it passed, however many years ago it was. But the House has passed a version of it. Governor Baker wants it. The public supports it, and the State House News Service did a survey recently of members of the Senate that indicated a majority want it. So, Katie, does that add up to movement on this session?
It seems like we're getting to the point where there's going to have to be something done. The big question, I think, seems to be what the Senate would do, what their bill would look like. It seems like while a lot of senators like the idea, we don't necessarily know in what form. The details are where things get murky.
Is there a sticking point that jumps out?
I mean, nothing that we haven't heard. We didn't hear from many senators that there was one thing. We know that whether or not to allow betting on college sports, for instance, right, how you spend the money you get from licensing fees, who should get the licenses. But these are details that have been debated for years. This is clearly just not a priority for Senate President Spilka, though she did say something this week about it's her intention to bring something to the floor this session. So I agree with Katie. I mean, I think we're likely to see something happen on this. It's just not high on her priority list, and she's trying to get some other things through before maybe she turns her attention to this closer to the end of the session.
Well, in the meantime, one thing that's definitely not on the Democrats' priority list in the legislature is any kind of suspension or reduction of the state gas tax to help out with this horrendous run-up in gas prices that everyone's suffering through. Katie, they passed, they tried to get it in the House. The Republicans did. Couldn't even manage to force a roll call vote, didn't even try, from what I saw. Same result in the Senate, although there was a roll call. I get the feeling the Democrats just don't think there's any political potency to this issue when they're up for re-election in the fall. Is that right, and are they right?
It's certainly the impression that you get from them. You know, a lot of Democratic leaders we've heard dismiss this as a stunt or a gimmick. And one of the things they're relying on as their reason to urge their colleagues not to support it is the state's bond rating and ability to borrow money for transportation projects. Now, whether that holds as much sway with a voter as I want to save you $3 next time you fill up your gas tank, yeah, I don't know that that's a compelling argument that'll register with people who aren't concerned about bond ratings.
I mean, perhaps the Democrats are making the calculation that, you know, gas prices, what goes up must come down, that by the time November rolls around, it just won't be that hot an issue.
Yeah, I think it points to a couple different things. One, as time wore on after that spike in gas prices, we did see them start to trickle down. They're probably betting on them leveling off. But they're also, it just shows how comfortable they are in their seats in a lot of cases. This could be an easy political win for them, even if they think it's going to make a big difference for consumers or not. They're choosing not to do that. And they're also facing pressure from their left, from a lot of their constituents who are more liberal and want to see the state invest in public transit, take away fares for buses, lower fares for trains and other, commuting options. So to use $400 million to give a tax break on a few cents, 24 cents on the gas tax, they're making the calculated risk here that they're better off spending it on other priorities to appease the other side of their constituency.
Interesting. Well, listen, we've got barely 30 seconds left here, but I don't know that we need to spend more than 30 seconds on the race for governor. It's going on in both parties. It hasn't seemed to generate much excitement. Is there anything that's occurred on either front that's jumped out at you as noteworthy? Katie?
Well, I think we've seen the Republican candidates leaning into the gas tax issue so far. So
right,
it'll be interesting to see if that survives through the primary.
They are betting on that, no question. Matt, anything?
Yeah, I mean, you've read the stories. I mean, Healy, certainly the front runner, running a very cautious campaign here. She doesn't want to do anything that's going to mess anything up for her, especially leading into the convention. Bit of a back and forth over whether or not they should be debating before that June 4th convention, but it's still pretty early. I think you're likely not going to see this pick up until later into the summer.
Matt Murphy, Katie Lannan, great reporting. Thank you so much for being here.